dinner ready. Yeah, you know, grandma to make. God damn, it's like a bowl of butt cheeks in this motherfucker. A family living with a decomposing corpse for 7 months, y'all.
Police found 64-year-old Michael Babout dead in his bed inside this Hayes Avenue home in Canton Township. Chief Will DeFort says they made the gruesome discovery last Thursday after a family member called police for a welfare check.
That's where things took a turn, a very interesting turn.
DeFort tells me the body had been there since the start of summer.
My officer who was dispatched to that particular location found the decedent in an advanced state of decomposition.
DeFort says at least 3 family members were living in the home with their dead relative during those several months and in filthy conditions.
There was wall-to-wall dog feces. The situation looked like a hoarder had lived there, and the odor was extraordinarily unpleasant.
Detectives don't believe Babout died from any foul play, but Chief DeFort tells me they're investigating whether Babout's checks were illegally cashed after he died.
64-year-old Michael Babout was in the house decomposing. His body was in the house decomposing for 7 months before, I'm not going to say anybody noticed it, but before, you know, his body was removed, before it was actually reported. Like, I don't see how that's even possible. Like, that body had to be in such bad shape after 7 months to the point to where that smell was unbearable. Y'all stayed in the house with that body for 7 months. So, y'all paid such little attention to this man, or y'all was just that nasty to the point to where y'all can bear that. Like, the smell, if you ever smelled a decomposing body, you know that that smell is a smell that you'll never forget. After 7 months, could you imagine that? Those of you that have smelled that smell, could you imagine how bad that has to be after 7 months? That smell had to be not only contaminating the house, that smell had to be damn near, I'm pretty sure you could smell him down the block. You know? I just don't know, y'all. I don't know where we're going. I don't know. I mean, I know, but it's hard to accept that Revelation is coming true, y'all. Now, I'm not the most religious person in the world, but it's some shit that just going on that's going on now that you just like, you're like, what are we doing? What's going on? Like, this is unbelievable. Now, I don't know whether it was foul play or not, but that's not the important part. The important part is these people were in the house with a decomposing body for 7 months. And it's not like they was, the body was in a frozen area the way it would. But no, this man was in, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Rest in peace to old school, man. Damn, I hate that. You know, I hate this whole situation happened, but it just goes to show y'all, man, it's some real savages in this world. Real talk. This next story is sad, man. Babies were found lying with their mother on the sidewalk during a snowstorm in Texas. Now, of course, they charged the mother, which, you know, obviously they would. Ayanna McClendon, 30 years old, was charged with 2 counts of endangering a child by the Harris County District Attorney's Office. I think that something had to be mentally wrong with this woman. Maybe she was homeless. Maybe she was on drugs or something like that. And I don't know. I don't know how you end up, you and your children, on the sidewalk in the middle of a snowstorm. You know, this situation was very, very sad, man, and unfortunate. And It just goes to show y'all, sometimes people really be going through it. And these days, family is damn near null and void. Family is damn near moot, man. Family is damn near irrelevant in a lot of these situations. Because I know she had to have some type of family, somewhere she can go, But who's to say what she had going on? Looking at her picture, man, it looked like she was definitely going through something or on drugs or something, Prayers go out to those kids, These kids are experiencing such trauma at such a young age to the point to where it's like when they get of age or old enough to start making their own decisions and doing shit, we see why they're making the wrong decisions. We see why they doing crazy shit because they feel like they have no future. Because things like this have been happening to them since they were little, since they were children. A lot of our children go through sexual molestation, like I spoke on in one of my other videos. And this stuff is real out here. Like real talk. Real talk. If we don't start intervening in some of these situations, if we don't start getting that business, like a lot of these kids won't never have a chance at life. For real. Because looking at these children, for example, they may be in a better position temporarily, but who's to say that them growing up in foster care, because that's what's finna happen. They probably finna be moved around house to house to house. Who's to say that growing up in that situation, something won't, they won't, stuff. A lot of stuff happen in those situations. Most children that are brought up in those situations, end up being horrible people because of the things that happen to them while they're young, So we got to start getting in that business, y'all. We got to start getting in that business because it's a lot of stuff that's going on that just shouldn't happen. Which brings me to our next story. And to me, this kind of sums up America in 2025, right? A bunch of people doing shit that they ain't had no business doing. People overreacting. And children ended up being hurt. That's what it boils down to. A 12-year-old in Connecticut, man, in Hartford, Connecticut, was throwing snowballs at cars, man. He was throwing snowballs at cars. Now, if you've been in an area that it snows, you know that snow could get hard. That snow does get hard. And a lot of times, if you throwing that snow, like somebody hit you with a snowball, that shit can hurt sometimes because it feel like shit. Like, damn, is that a rock? So, a 12-year-old was throwing snowballs at a car. Someone decides to get out and got out on the shorty. Shot the shorty up multiple times, Throwing eggs and shit, frozen eggs and snowballs and shit at people's cars. Now we see where it can end up because everybody's not playing. Now, I didn't say that because I feel as though the person that got out and shot the child was right. I said that because children need to learn to respect others, the property of others. And parents need to start teaching their children these things because that's where the problem stems from. The problem stems from the child throwing snowballs at cars. Now, the person that got out that car and shot that little boy completely overreacted. Yes, they did. They absolutely overreacted. But if it wasn't for the boy throwing the snowballs, that would have never happened. So for the person that got out and shot the little boy, we got to learn self-control. We got to learn self-control. A child throwing snowballs and shit like, at your car, come on now. That's not probable cause for you to get out and basically try to kill him. That's crazy work right there. Everybody has to be held accountable. So you should definitely go to jail. But at the same time, we got to start raising our kids better. We got to start teaching our kids respect. Real talk. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I'm on it for the whole weekend. It's your boy SNTV. I'm out.